What up, what up? It's Ace OG, back into the top, back into the video. So the title of this video is going to be, DoorDash is not a scammer. So I'm going to get into that in a little bit more in depth than some folks have actually spoke of. Actually, I'm not exactly sure if I've even seen the video that this actually said that she was not a scammer. Most of the videos I've seen saying that she is a scammer. But I'm gonna give her some points as far as like why I think she's not a scammer. All right. So admin notes, thanks again, all subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. Give you leverage to better yourselves. So let's get into it. So why is DoorDash not a scammer? So one of the main reasons why I've seen these videos come up as far as her being called a scammer is because I've seen some videos where folks have talked about her digital product that she created. I'm not exactly sure how long it's been. It's been maybe, I don't know, like 2-3 weeks, maybe a month by now. But I did see a video where she actually took the product down. But for, I don't know, I'm just taking a guess here, maybe like a week or so, maybe a little bit longer. She was selling a digital product for $19.99 and it was 13 minutes long. This is going off of the videos I've seen. And it was basically a digital product, which was a video that was explaining how simple steps to, I guess, either to start your YouTube channel or to how to be successful in YouTube. And a lot of folks are saying that a lot of the information that she gave on that digital product is stuff that basically somebody could research on their own. It was not anything new under the sun. And basically she scammed people because this is stuff that they literally could have known already. And she charged these folks a 20 piece. It's $19.99. I'm gonna round it up. I'm rounding it up to the 1 cent, right? It was a 20 spot. She charged folks a 20 spot for the digital product. Now, first and foremost, no disrespect to any of the content creators that actually made these videos, because most of the ones I've seen actually have over 100,000 subscribers. So these folks have proof of concept. These folks know what they're doing on YouTube as far as being successful. You know what I'm saying? Now, what reason they gave that they were going to make a video on DoorDash and say she's a scammer, that's all to interpretation. Maybe it was a situation where these content creators was on the old YouTube model where you had to make extravagant thumbnails, you had to edit your videos down, made to hours for you to put one video out, versus DoorDash putting up a thumbnail that's very generic and then actually just going from front to end without any edits as far as creating content. Maybe some of these content creators are feeling some type of way about it. I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, once again, no disrespect to them. I respect their opinion. But this is my opinion on this situation, okay? So, first of all, if you're in business, and I am an entrepreneur, I never was in a situation in my mind where I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but it just came upon me because of some things happened in my life, and then with me losing a job one time. And I told myself that, I was never going to be in a situation again where I was going to be dependent on a job and if the job doesn't work out, I don't have any residual income or anything else going on that's going to take care of my family. That was a crazy time for me, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, we ain't doing that. So I created LLC and I created a business. So with the business that I have, right? One thing that folks have to understand and learn when it comes to being an entrepreneur is you got a lot of people in America that are lazy. You got a lot of people in America that don't read books. They don't research. They don't do anything that would even come remotely to better themselves, right? So when you put things out there and you start selling a product, whether it be a physical product, digital, knowledge, all these other things, this is stuff that folks can research on their own and learn on their own. Folks are not stupid. Folks are not ignorant, right? But they don't want to do the work. So they want somebody to do it for them. So only thing DoorDash was doing was actually putting the work in to do things for them, right? Now, as far as like the folks that were maybe experts and I wouldn't say experts, but folks that had been on YouTube for a little while and they already knew these steps, I'm not exactly sure she gave a disclaimer to that. I really can't say it. I have not done enough of a deep dive to say that she actually warned people about this digital product. But what I will say, the one video that I saw about it, was actually the video that it was the last day of her selling the product. She basically said that if this is the last day of me selling the product, and if you've been on YouTube for a long period of time, you've been a person that's been in YouTube space, I'm just paraphrasing. She basically told folks on that video that this product is not for you because this is stuff that you probably already know. But for the folks that literally don't know anything about YouTube, like they don't know how to create a video, they don't know how to upload videos, they don't know how to hashtag, what kind of camera they need to have. Do they have to buy a camera, or can they just use their phone? You know, there's a lot of older YouTubers up here that do not understand technology very well. So I haven't seen the digital product, haven't reviewed it, but I honestly relate this to, like, you know, somebody going to a nursing home and showing a person in their 80s how to work a cell phone. You know, this is you know, going back even years where you know, I'm old enough to remember using typewriters. And, you know, I grew up in the digital age. I mean, so, like, you know, the transitioning from typewriter to computer was extremely easy. Like, people my age, Gen X, we didn't have an issue with that. But baby boomers and folks that may have been older during that time had a serious issue with trying to transition from typewriter to computer. So I'm pretty sure there are either courses out there or classes you could take to actually help you with the transition. What she did was create a product that was going to, that she created, I'm just assuming, that was going to help folks transition from not being a YouTuber to being a YouTuber. And, you know, I guess a lot of folks were very upset because it was too easy of information that could have been obtained themselves by doing the work. But guess what? Because you decided to buy the product, guess what? You didn't want to do the work. You wanted DoorDash to do the work for you. You may have thought there was some squirrel secrets in there, but let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. You have a person that, even though folks have said she's been on YouTube for years, the fact of the matter is that this is a person that has blown up exponentially, anecdotally, on her own within a month span. And you really think you buying a $19.99 product, a 20 spot was going to help you do that? We got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. Hold on, y'all. There's some coffee on that. My goodness. So that's first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not saying that folks should have not put trust in her. I'm not saying that at all, because, you know, you take folks for face value, at face value, especially if you have a person that you are seeing on the internet. You never met this person before in your life, right? So we have to use some discernment, y'all. We have to use some common sense. We have to use some I mean, we just can't be ignorant here. We just cannot. Now, me being a person that's been on YouTube for a while, even if I had knew about the product, you know what I'm saying, I'm not exactly sure if I would have not bought the product, because here's the thing. When you're in a situation to where you actually are really supporting a YouTuber or just anybody, right? Even if I already know what's in that digital product, I could have bought the product just to support her and her endeavors, right? So what you're saying is that you didn't want to pay the 20 spot or the $19.99 to be technical. You wanted free $99. That's what you wanted, right? Because, like I said, the product that she sold was something that you probably could have done on your own, but you didn't do it on your own. That's the problem. That's the problem. You decided that you wanted to get some get rich scheme type thing. Not saying she's scheming, not saying she was scamming and everything with her, but I'm pretty sure a lot of folks that bought that digital product was thinking that this was some information that was going to really have them blow up like she did. The algorithm is funny on YouTube, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, what her experience is her experience. Just like my experience is my experience. Just like your experience is your experience, right? So there are some tips and some things you can do to help the process. But for you to believe that somebody has this golden key that's going to unlock YouTube's algorithm, you're fooling yourself. And you got bamboozled on your own. It wasn't her bamboozling you. She put out a product, like I said, and I'm just assuming that was for beginners, for people that needed to know the basic stuff about making a YouTube channel. But you have a lot of folks that bought that product that already had knowledge, right? So why did you get the product? Once again, haven't done a deep dive on the promotion that she did for the product. So I may have to do that and maybe revisit this situation. But I'm just thinking about this from an entrepreneur sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't make sense for folks to be that upset about getting rid of a 20 spot. It just didn't. Y'all mad over $20. If you are mad over $20, you have bigger problems than buying a product from DoorDash. Okay? I mean, let's be real. You are mad and upset about a 20 spot. Now, I do understand folks going to come up here and say it's the principle of it. You know, I felt like I was cheated. I felt like I was bamboozled. I felt like that I was told wrong, right? I got that. You and your feelings about it. Not laughing about it, not saying anything bad about it at all. Not saying it at all. You know what I'm saying? Because, your feelings, your feelings. So I totally get that. Totally get that. But to say that she intentionally scammed y'all by creating that product is absolutely ridiculous. Just in my opinion, right? I know there's some YouTubers up here that say different, but in my opinion, I think it's absolutely ridiculous to think that she actually put this product out here to scam folks. You know what I'm saying? It's all about scaling. She used that product to scale, and she also used that product to try to help people, right? Did she tell you anything that was wrong? Did you tell you anything that was going to bring harm to you? No. She told you, she tried to sell you, or she gave the option for you to buy a $19.99 13-minute video that showed you a simple way of actually navigating YouTube as a content creator. But you're mad that it was easy. It was information that you could have sought out yourself instead of going to DoorDash and thinking she was an expert. Anyways, I'm not gonna belabor the topic. It's almost at 12 minutes here. So drop the comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think. I don't know if there's anybody else that have actually created videos to defend her. I like DoorDash. I like the content that she's put out there and how she's actually ran the bag up for herself. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing, y'all. Before I let y'all go. Now I might take almost like another minute here. So I don't rock with folks trying to mess with somebody else's money. And I think that these folks that actually created this video saying she's a scammer is messing with her money. I'm just saying, like, that's real talk. That's what I truly believe. I saw this Dave Chappelle special a couple years ago. Long story short, I don't want to belabor the topic, but so I don't think he was in a hall or something, like a auditorium or on the streets or something. But anyways, this was when he was really, really young. Actually, I think he said this is before he actually started. Well, I'm sorry, this was the early stage of him doing stand-up. Actually, he said he might have been a teenager during this time. But he said there was a guy that was, I guess, either he was running some card game or he was doing some type of magic trick. And he was doing it, whatever. Then Dave Chappelle went up there and he paid to, I guess it was some type of situation where he had to pay for the person that showed him the trick. And I guess he had to guess something. If he didn't guess it, then basically the guy that was doing the trick kept the money. Some kind of way he found out what he was doing, and it was a scam, right? I guess it was a situation where it wasn't that he was being untruthful, but the way he was getting the money was, in Dave Chappelle's mind, was not ethical. So, and he had walked away from the guy and was all the way down the street or going somewhere else when he really figured this out. So when he went back, he actually was broadcasting. He was yelling at people like he's a scammer. He's a person that's not truthful. Like he's taking your money. And he said that, I'm just paraphrasing. He said that the guy grabbed him, lifted him up, I guess pressed him on the wall or whatever. He said, "Don't ever come between a man's money and his family." So what he was trying to say is that this is how I'm feeding my kids. This is how I'm feeding my wife, whatever situation he was in. And he was getting the money the way he needed to get it during that time, even in order to take care of his family. And what Dave Chappelle was doing, he was actually, he was almost like severing the line of him making money for his family. And that was a big issue, right? So all I'm saying is that, not to, like I said, say anything bad about the folks that are actually making these videos about her being a scammer. But please be careful. That's all I'm saying. I'm not a big YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I even have a dog in the fight when I'm saying this. But I'm just saying, like, be very careful when you talk about people on the internet. And especially when you're trying to block somebody else's money. Like I said, I don't condone scamming. I don't condone, folks, bamboozling people. I don't do that. I don't condone that at all. But I do condone minding your own business. All right. So you want me to discuss a topic or subject that ain't beneficial to your channel, email me aceog757@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. Say so G, signing out. I'm gone.